Last time we talked about Ragatha and her development was when she was under the stupid sauce, and dropping little lore bits around her backstory. From then, we talked about how Ragatha might have owned a farm before she entered the digital world. We also mentioned how her development episode in episode 5 could be at a ranch, since Kinger's great performance card has him riding a bull with an empty background. We then came to the conclusion how it would be taking place at either a softball arena or at a ranch. She also dropped little bits about how Ragatha doesn't want to make anyone mad, she just wants to make sure everyone is happy. Since then, we have gotten 2 episodes that provide way more information and backstory behind Ragatha. Hello my ninjas, welcome back. Today I'll be going over Ragatha and her development that was given to us during episode 5, Untitled, and episode 6, They All Get Guns. I'll be going over Ragatha's perspective in this triangle that we were forming in episode 5, what Ragatha wants and what will happen to her and Pomni in the next few episodes. There's a lot to talk about, so let's just jump straight in. As usual, all credit goes to Ghost Productions making this awesome series. Their social links will be in the description. Now, let's dive deep into the lore that Ragatha has to offer. In episode 5, we see this triangle form between Jax, Pomni, and Ragatha, with Pomni being at the tip of the triangle. Obviously, it's a triangle because the point of it is Pomni's in the middle of it, while Jax is trying to get Pomni on her side, while Ragatha is trying to make sure that Pomni doesn't get the Jax and doesn't become his puppet. We'll talk about that more later. Ragatha is trying to befriend Pomni, while Jax is trying to alter the side of Pomni to get her on his side. We see this because of the voting system in episode 5. In episode 5 entitled, they go on these adventures by a suggestion box. If you want to skip it, you can vote to skip it or vote to add anything else. For example, after Jax's first adventure, Zubul voted to skip it and make Jax a vegan for the remainder of the adventure. Everyone voted yes, especially Pomni voted yes. You'll see this later on down the line, that Pomni actually denied a vote for Jax becoming the maid because Jax has become more friendlier and friendlier with Pomni, saying, my apologies, sorry about that from the first 2 adventures, from the bar scene. She was shocked about it because she didn't expect that. We then, at the softball scene, Ragatha tries her best to not allow that, but spews out some very interesting words during the softball portion of this episode.
How do you think this is gonna go?
Would you stop trying to force her to act like you?
Oh yeah, I should force her to be happy all the time instead, right?
Well, it's better than turning her into some insensitive jerk who deflects everything.
I can think for myself, guys.
Hey, I ain't forcing anything on you.
And then you just act like you never do anything wrong and everybody loves you, when in reality you just fuck everything up for everyone else!
Okay, let's, calm down a bit.
What? You're the one who said it's fine to be a jerk sometimes! Ugh. I'm sorry, Pomni. That wasn't very cool of me.
It's fine.
No apologies for me? This is so sad.
I'm sorry, Jax. For bringing up that thing earlier.
All she wants is to ensure that Pomni doesn't become Jax. She does not want Pomni to be the type of bully that Jax is. She wants her to be herself, not someone who isn't truly them. We also noticed that Ragatha also apologized for Jax for mentioning the thing earlier, how he used to have friends and now they got abstracted and now they're gone. This was the first time we truly saw Ragatha break character. Jax, of course, is using that to his advantage. At the end of the episode, Jax shows Pomni what he talked about in episode 5. Kinger, Zubul, and Gango go back to the couch and Ragatha looks back at Pomni and Jax, then goes back to the others. We see this sign of fear and scare before she goes on to meet up with Kinger, Gango, and Zubul. His name gets support in episode 6, where she tells Kinger how all she wants is to make sure everyone is happy and no one hates her. She just wants to look out for Pomni.
Even though we lost, at least we gave it our all, right? You feeling all right? Are you upset that we lost? Are you upset about something else? You want to talk about it?
I think I might have failed Pomni. Just like I failed Jax. I tried too hard to get on their good side, and then I just end up pushing them away. And then they end up hating me.
Well, I don't think anyone in here hates you.
Jax does! Gangle and Zubul don't ever talk to me, and Pomni probably won't after today either. She came to me wanting to be on my team. I said no. Why did I do that?
Maybe you just needed a break. It sounds to me like you put a lot of pressure on yourself to be there for everyone, and when you're not, you beat yourself up for it. You said you failed Pomni. Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. I feel like every day we're drifting further apart. Like she's seen through all my tricks and doesn't trust me anymore. Before I know it, she'll be a different person. One who doesn't even want me around.
The way I see it, relationships are two-sided, and sometimes it doesn't make sense to do all the heavy lifting when the other isn't in the mood. We all go through and deal with things differently, and sometimes you just need to let people do things their own way, as long as you're still there when they need you. Giving someone space should never be the same as giving up on them.
I don't even know what I want. I just want everyone to be happy. And I don't want people to hate me.
Do you hate yourself? I hated myself. I couldn't help but hate myself for the things I thought I was responsible for. I thought I'd lost everything. But then you showed up. And my outlook just changed. There are always ways to show you care without ruining yourself over it. You need to look out for yourself in all this, too.
I don't get it. So often nothing you say makes any sense, but then you have these moments where you... I don't know. How do you do that? I hope you've been around for so long.
I guess I just have a resilient mind.
Ragatha feels that she was the one who caused all this by denying Pomni of being her teammate in the free-for-all, wanting to look out for Kinger and not allow Jax to team with him. And because of that, she felt she created this evil side of Pomni. She feels as if she was the reason that this evil version of Pomni came out, because she allowed the team up with Jax, and Jax manipulating her into this evil, darkish side that she never should have been revealed in the first place. Nobody talks to Ragatha anymore, because she thinks everyone hates her. Kinger was there for her. Kinger explained how people may need some space for their own self. How if you keep trying to get closer and closer with them, you may become used and hated upon. Kinger then continues on by saying that no one hates her, even if Jax says that. It's just how you portray it. Jax's entire goal is to make sure everyone feels down to his level, just like him. To add on, Ragatha's mother wasn't the kindest to her, so it is really difficult to try and make everyone happy when she was dealt with issues in her own life. These issues also affect her mentally because she doesn't want anyone to dislike her, and she wants her to feel welcome. She feels appreciated that she's there. She has supporters with her whenever she's at her lowest. Since no one else talks to her at this moment in the series, at this point into the episodes, she's trying to befriend Pomni so that she has someone who cares for her and cares for them back. This is shown when Ragatha is hesitant to talk to Pomni in the beginning of episode 6.
Oh, I could be on Kinger's team. He and I were together once, and it wasn't too bad.
And have me?
Yeah, just forget I asked. I'll be on Jax's team.
Wait!
Huh? Like you said, probably good to keep Kinger and Jax separate. I can keep Jax in check, so don't worry about me.
Hey, Pomni? If you ever need to talk to somebody, or need help with anything, I'm here.
The way she talked to Jax in episode 5 throughout the adventure has her feel like it was her fault. She is the reason why Pomni's starting to slowly fade away from her. You also have to remember that because of the comments that Ragatha made in the previous adventure, she doesn't want to be nowhere near close to Jax at all, and doesn't want to be a team with Jax. So it has to put her in the situation of protecting Kinger and protecting Pomni, which then also creates this triangle thing once again. Kinger then mentions about relationships.
The way I see it, relationships are two-sided, and sometimes it doesn't make sense to do all the heavy lifting when the other isn't in the mood. We all go through and deal with things differently, and sometimes you just need to let people do things their own way, as long as you're still there when they need you. Giving someone space should never be the same as giving up on them.
The entire time, Ragatha never wanted to say anything mean to anyone. She just wants to feel appreciative and supported by everyone, ensuring her that she's cared for and helped when she feels down. Kinger needed to be there for her, and that's what Ragatha needed. Someone to be honest and stood up and told her that she is okay. She's not the problem. It is just Jax that's causing all these reasons. She wasn't the reason why this evil Pomni came out of nowhere. No. It was because of Jax manipulating her, making her be this one archetype that she never had to be in the first place. It wasn't her fault. And that's what Kinger needed to be there for her. She feels way more happy, she feels way more appreciative. We saw that because at the end of the episode, we saw that they're gonna sell the differences between Pomni and Ragatha, and now she's probably more than abstract. Let's get to there, by the way. Before the award show begins, Pomni and Ragatha want to settle their differences and talk it out. Even sitting next to each other in the award show, creating that internal development between Pomni and Ragatha's friendship. Now, what will Pomni and Ragatha talk about? Well, I do think they'll mention about Jax a lot. It was Jax as like the third wheeler trying to break apart this friendship. Jax trying to drift Pomni away from Ragatha, making her feel bad. I also believe Pomni will explain to Ragatha how she made Jax break and find out what truly Jax is. How he's deceptive, manipulative, and a master puppet. He said these things, by the way. Like, he is dangling all of them as his own puppet. Like, you've seen those things before, right? Where it's like a guy holding like 5 puppets in his fingers. It's like the strings. You guys understand. Creating drama and gossip across them all. Slowly as the episodes go along, I truly believe Ragatha will become more open about herself with Zubul and Gangle. It'll take time, yes, but I believe in her, alright? I will still stand on the mountain here, and there, that she will not abstract first, alright? Jax is gonna abstract first, and goddammit, I'll make sure of it! Now that we talked about Ragatha and her true feelings, let's head over to the other part. Her life pre-entering Digital Circus. At the bar scene, Ragatha mentions her early life.
Oh, geez, where to start? I was born into a fairly wealthy family. We had a large property with horses and chickens, and my mother, my mother was a lot. I worked in real estate for a bit until I ended up here. I'm sure she doesn't miss me. I certainly don't miss the yelling, and braiding, and guilt-tripping, and the... Yeah, just kind of a farm girl. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
We know in her early life she was born to a wealthy family, having a farm with horses, which I called, by the way. Go back to my previous development episode. I told y'all, y'all didn't believe me. I told y'all. She also had a mother that was guilt-tripping her and very criticized upon, which leads back to her physical emotional state in this circus world. She doesn't want to go through the trauma she had in her early life with her mother. She just wants to be a appreciative, happy little girl that has friends who care for her. A simple, love, caring farm girl who just wants to be appreciated. She worked in real estate before entering the digital world. Besides that, there wasn't anything else told about her early life. Just that she's a farm girl, had a very non-caring mother that used her for her own good and had trauma due to that. She doesn't want that to happen to Pomni. That is the entire purpose of this friendship building up between episodes 5 and 6. Pomni is starting to get used by Jax. Jax is starting to use her. And Ragatha, having dealt with that already before in her early life, doesn't want her to be experiencing what she had to go through already. She tried her best to try and push her away from Jax, and then Kinger stood up and told her, it's okay, it's not going to happen, you're going to be completely fine. Just give him some space, you'll be completely fine. See how all this ties a knot for Ragatha between her early life and now with Pomni and everything? See that development? This is what shows should be doing. Before we conclude, let's talk about what might happen to Ragatha in the last 3 episodes. First off, will she abstract? Ragatha will not abstract in episode 7. Jax is going to isolate himself so that he doesn't make anyone else abstract with him. Jax will either abstract in episode 7 or 8. But not Ragatha. Ragatha may abstract after Jax, but not before him. Ragatha finally has something going for her with relinking with Pomni. Jax is going to struggle to keep him not abstracting, so what I believe is going to happen is while Jax is trying to calm himself down, Ragatha become more open with the group now that Jax is in his own area, like his own bubble. So now Ragatha will be able to be more open, talking to Zuba more and Gangle way more. And with Pomni being on her side now, she'll feel more appreciative and more happy for who she is, feeling worthy and trusted as a friend, and having a companion beside her. If Jax tries to interfere with this, then she may just give up an abstract by the end of episode 8. Heck, maybe even Jax doesn't abstract due to her abstracting first. Episode 9 is going to be where the AI crashes, in my predictions, and they skip this digital round of the circus. We won't know for sure what Ragatha and Pomni will talk about until episode 7 releases with the trailer. But know this. A, they work things out and are good friends again, leading to Ragatha talking to Gangle, and Zuba becoming more supportive for others and supportive of herself. The other option is nothing works out and Ragatha gives up and abstracts due to Jax either interfering or her losing her motives and support by everyone. If you think about it, Kinger saved Ragatha from abstracting. If it wasn't for him, she would have definitely abstracted. And mind you, this is kind of a Ragatha supporter. She's my second favorite character, close behind Kinger. I would be so sad if Ragatha abstracts. She's such a well-written character with so much lore behind her, and such a unique way to take on with it, because it's a way to drop bits of lore to where it's enough for where a person can make a full-on video about it and make these theories about it and be accurate about it. I just love the idea behind Ragatha's character. In my opinion, best written character out of any Digital Circus character. Alright, hot take, deal with it. Alright, I'm calling hot take all you want. Alright, best written character, straight up no lie. Throughout these 2 episodes of the Amazing Digital Circus, Untitled and They All Get Guns, we see a more darker, more lighter side of Ragatha, being more rude and sharing her true feelings towards Jax, how he always screws everything up, immediately saying sorry to Pomni for expressing those words to Jax right in front of her. Just needs some space. After these events, Ragatha expresses towards Kinger in the loser's corner after being eliminated in the free-for-all, sharing how she believes it is all her fault. All she wanted to do was ensure everyone was happy and no one hated her. She wants support. She wants to feel appreciative. Kinger then mentions how if you give them space and you care about yourself too, they will support you too. No one hated her, she just needs to give them space and some time to think for themselves. As long as you care for them, they will return the favor. Having the difficult past with the mother being a guilt tripper, it's a toll on her mental state of trying to act happy when she isn't. Ragatha has improved throughout episode 6, and I'm excited to see what will happen between her and Pomni, and heck, even Jax too. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. It is always a pleasure to talk about one of my favorite characters in Digital Circus. Ragatha has one of the most deepest lore inside Digital Circus. Heck, potentially more than Jax, but that might be a stretch. Even I already mentioned that she has the best storyline and the best character arc. I'm stoked to see what Ragatha shall do in these final 3 episodes. My next video, I'll be going over Jax's development in episode 5 and 6 and how he may abstract because of what Pomni said to her. That'll be on August 29th, so stay tuned for updates. And you know the drill by now. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to me and enjoy my videos. Hit the little bell so you get notified for when I upload. Thank you again for watching. This is Ninja signing out. Peace! See y'all next Friday.